YouTubers and friends and family. This is a beautiful afternoon here in the Philippines, northwest Mindanao, the safest place in the Philippines. The reason I say that is because it's so far away from Manila and the big city and China, and it's very isolated really, and it's the biggest island, so you got a lot of advantages for a larger island, right? A lot more protection from weather, disasters, all that stuff, and it's the least developed also. But they've done really well here with developing some improvements with roads and all that here lately. So I'm in the chef kitchen here with you now, and I was in here earlier today doing some canning, and I shouldn't really say canning, I should say just pickling eggs. And here's my eggs that I pickled, 5 jars, different sizes, and using different kinds of recipes and different ingredients. My first batch of eggs didn't work out too good because I didn't cook them long enough, and they came out where, you know, when you're peeling the shell back, just the meat of the egg comes with it. So that first batch of 30 was kind of a failure, but I continued to use them, and that's in these 3 here. These 3 smaller ones has the damaged eggs, but they're still good to eat. And then these last 2 jars here and here are 2 separate recipes. So right now this is 4 different recipes. So this one here is apple cider vinegar and hot peppers and Kelly's blackened. It's a rub for prime rib. It's like a hot and spicy, and then some hot flake peppers and some peppercorns and stuff like that. And it turned out real cloudy, and I don't know why, but that's just the way the recipe turned out. And I used that apple cider vinegar. Maybe that's why it turned out cloudy. I'm not sure. And then this one here is with a cane sugar. And this one here is onions and dill. There's a lot of dill in this one. So this is more of your dill. I got peppercorns in there. You know, and all these have sugar also. So this one with the apple cider vinegar, I really don't like the way it looks in there right now. I don't really know why, but it has something maybe to do with that apple cider vinegar. I'm not sure, or maybe some other ingredient I put in it. But these eggs turned out really well, and the key to that, when I cooked the eggs exactly 12 minutes, and then when I brought them over to the sink, got them out of the hot water right away and put them into cooler water, like lukewarm or cool water, and let them sit in there, and also put some baking soda in the water with the eggs. Then right when you crack the egg, when you crack it open, then there's that film that covers the top of the egg between the shell and the egg itself. Make sure you rip that film back and get that baking soda water in underneath that film. You know, you just dip your egg in it a couple times, and then the whole peeling just comes right off, just real slick and real easy. So that's the key. It's that getting that baking soda water underneath that film, and it just, bam, the whole egg just pops off just quicker than heck. And I always wondered, well, you know, every once in a while you fight trying to peel an egg, and that's the key. It's getting that baking soda water under that film And once you get that film tore back in one little place on the egg, and then bam, comes all right off. So easy. So that's the key that I've never heard on any other pickling eggs video ever, that you need to get that film between the egg and the shell tore out, and then that's where you get your water and the baking soda water in there, and just in a bath dip, right? And it's perfect, works perfect. Otherwise, you're going to be fighting it. And then this here recipe is one recipe, which is your Amish mustard. It has celery seeds and mustard seeds. And that's here is just using your white vinegar, okay? Then this little tiny one here has 3 eggs in, or kind of the damaged eggs. But I put onions, and I used homemade coconut vinegar. This is your homemade coconut vinegar that you can get here just from our coconut plantation, right? So I used 1, 2, 3, 4 kinds of vinegars here, with all a little bit of a different recipe. And now these ones, it's a pickling, but it's not canned. So it's not for long-term storage. It'll still, supposedly, I mean, I've never done it myself yet, but this is my first attempt, right? So this here is supposed to be good for 4 to 6 to 8 months shelf life, with no refrigeration or anything. But what I'm going to be doing is putting this in the refrigerator, starting here just right after I do this video. And then over the next, 4 to 6 to 8 months, I'll be eating that. And they say once you put it in your refrigerator, you should leave it in there for 7, 8 weeks. So, almost 2 months before you even start eating them. And then they'll be real brined up. So that's what we're looking at right now for those. So it worked out pretty darn good. The salt I use is a Himalayan salt. And I got the peppercorns here. I use some turmeric. I use a little bit of that, or turmeric in the Amish mustard pickling recipe. And then when I use sugar, I use the brown sugar. You can use the white sugar too. I just have the brown sugar. And then I even tried a little bit of honey. I had some leftover honey. I use that as part of the sugar. And we'll just see how it goes, how it turns out. But this is great for if your refrigeration and all your whole grid goes down for extended periods of times, for weeks and weeks. And this is a good thing to do with eggs, and you'll have some good protein eggs to eat over a couple months period. So it's a kind of a lifesaver. It could be a lifesaver. So it worked out pretty good. This is my pot I used here for boiling my eggs. And I use 2 flats. A flat is this thing here. This is where you buy them at the chicken egg factory. By the flat, it's 30 eggs per flat. And it's like, what do we pay? $2.50 to $2.75. If that's for the large to the extra large size, that's about what you pay. So 250 pesos. So that's so 5,000 pesos is $100. So 2,500 pesos, I'm sorry, I'm distracted with what I'm thinking here, is $50, is 2,500 pesos, and 1,000 pesos, 1,000 peso bill is $20, and so your 500 peso bill is $10, so it's $5 for 30 eggs here. That's about the price I pay right now, and that's fresh from the factory. And so I don't know what the price is in the US right now, but there's all the eggs I have left. I still got 200-300 eggs in there. And when I get eggs, I get, you know, about anywhere from 800 to 1,000 eggs, and that lasts us a couple months. And I think it's a good price. I spend like what? I spend about $80 approximately every 2 months on eggs, but you know, we have 8 people we feed, right? And we eat at least a dozen eggs a day between the family. So anyways, I'll let you guys go. This is going to be a short video just showing you my eggs I used, and if they really turn out good, I'll give you guys the recipe on those if you want. So take care, and as always, God bless. Bye-bye.